Hey guys, it's vman from No Budget Productions, and with me today is my friend Sci-Fi Nation, who I feel like I haven't talked to in forever. Sci-Fi, how are you doing, man?
It feels like forever, Vance. Just call me Jay. You know,
Right on, man.
it feels like a Captain Kirk kind of thing, right? They're like, hey, and he says, just call me Jay. It's like that's what I say. Call me Jay. It's
Right
really that
on.
type of thing to me, right? Because I'm
Yeah,
just like, just call me Jay. It's like because if you think about it, and the TOS, and Kirk looks at him and says, call me Jim.
yeah,
And that's kind of like I look at it. Just call me Jay, right?
yeah,
Because this
yeah.
is, it might look like a big thing, but it's not. It's just me. So hey, call me Jay.
Well, it has been. Oh hell, what? Like a year?
Has
Maybe longer. Like I mean, I,
it's it's been a
it's
while, man. Yeah, it
yeah,
has.
yeah. I know. I mean, especially in the day and age of the internet, where we kind of, everything's kind of done. 2 second text, and then we go on about our business, and life seems to pass by at a the speed of light. um it does seem like forever. I'm subscribed to your channel, and I was like, oh, they're doing their thing tonight. Let me stop in while I film and do my thing, and I'll listen for a few minutes while I'm in and out, because I like to listen to different things while I do my work or while I'm filming or do whatever. And
Mhm.
and I heard you, and I was like, oh man, dude sounds happy. That's awesome.
A lot of things have changed. I look at things a lot differently than I did a couple of years ago, or even last year. Where I'm like, I learned how to not let things get to me.
Mm,
I learned how to let things just roll off and do my own thing.
yeah,
And I think that's something I needed to learn
yeah,
because we all have got our own things going on, right? If we make fan films like you do, or if I run a channel that's constantly trying to evolve, whatever the case may be, we all have our lives outside of this, right? So we need to learn how to roll with the punches and
yeah.
not let stuff get to us.
Well, there's especially in life, as we're all trying to stay relevant to people around us, and most importantly, try to stay relevant to ourselves. We look around us and we're like, do I matter? Is this important? But the thing that I've found, and I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm kind of getting up there in age or I feel old, but at the end of the day, you've only got so many days on this earth. Is worrying about is sweating the small stuff really really important? Do you want to spend your days fighting
Right, right. You
internet
want to worry
trolls
about
or
that little shit that happened
yeah,
over there, or are you more focused on what's actually important to you?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
and that's something I had to learn. And
yeah.
I'm gonna throw it out there. You told me at one point I need to get my head straight, and thank you for that because I did. Thank you, Vance, for telling me that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I always enjoyed your company, and I I saw your desire to just reach out to people and communicate with people, and that was the thing that I always loved about talking to you. Was like, for me, I hate the negativity that comes with people, but I love talking to people. So it's like you kind of got to take the good with the bad. And I saw a kindred spirit with you. Like I saw someone that loved talking to people and could bring others together. And like for me, I don't have a big channel. I'm not one of those that has like 30 million subscribers.
No,
I'm
no,
just a
you
guy.
don't. You don't. You're twice as big as me, but don't sell yourself short. You got a decent following. And you know what? I know a lot of people that love your fan films. I refer everybody to your fan films just because I love the work you do. Um, but thank you for looking out to me that way, just as a friend, right? Because, like you
Oh,
said, you saw something in me and you said, hey, maybe if I say something to this dude, maybe if I just say one thing, maybe he'll
well,
take that to heart. And
well, I'm glad. Like I'm glad I stopped by your channel. Like I said, I I listen and listening to, seeing the other guy, I think the guy had like a puppet or something on his, like,
Oh yeah, he had Felix the cat up there. Yeah.
and I was like, what is it? Like, it was awesome because I felt just on the 5 minutes that I was there, I was like, man, he's fucking arrived. Like, he's in his element. I dig this. Like, this is cool. Like, I was so happy for you, man. And it was when you and I would always speak before, I felt like there was somewhat of a fog around you a little bit, like you were kind of holding yourself back, and I wasn't sure what was there. It was the darkness of the world, because everything, when we get in our own head, sometimes that's kind of it. But listening to you tonight, I was like, man, you sound like a changed person, and I was so happy because, again, seeing you with the other two people, I was like that. I was really moved, and I was like, man, I want to touch base with this guy. I want to touch base with him. I want to see what that's all about, because I was
And
very happy for you.
I love that you did, because one of my main goals has always been to bring people together, just have a good time, and
Yeah.
just have fun. Let's talk about our nerdisms, our geekisms, whatever it is. Let's just talk about it, right? Let's just have a good time, hang out, have a good time. Let's put the ill wills of the world behind us and just have a good time. That's why we're here, right? We're here
Well,
to get away from everything else, right? So,
well, yeah. There's so much out there to get mad and angry about, and and stress. There's a lot of that out there. But it's like, man, I think after the whole COVID thing, everyone kind of went to streaming. It became the norm. Because we could communicate. That was our way of human contact for a lot of people. Because a lot of people were just stuck inside the house, and that was a way to communicate. And now it's,
right.
it is so much easier to do it. You can stream to Facebook, you can stream to YouTube, you can stream to,
YouTube, Twitch,
yeah,
any
yeah,
number of online,
and and a lot of
things.
times you can do it at the same time. It's like, what the hell is it? For me, I'm very illiterate on all that stuff.
Dude, I'm a child of the 80s and the 90s. So I grew up when the internet first came out, right? So I'm just like, what? Wow, I can do all this at the same. And I'm one of the first generations to ever have the internet,
Mhm.
ever, right?
Yeah,
So it's like, shit.
yeah.
Now we got all of this going on. It's
It's
like, oh,
amazing.
wow, it's amazing. It's
I'm
very
still
amazing.
amazed that Oregon Trail,
Oregon
disappeared.
Trail, yes.
I'll admit, like, that's still my shit, man. Like, it's, the green wagon going by, and
Yep.
I'm still amazed by that. But no, like I said, I'm very limited on what I do. I do most things from my phone, and I don't really get too involved. Whenever someone's like, "Hey, let's do this interview," I'm like, "What? How do you do it?" And that's usually what'll base on whether I do it or not, because I'm like, I don't know how to do that, and I don't like doing new things. I'm very lazy. But no, that's I love the fact that we can do those streaming things. We can communicate, and we can stay in contact. And I, like I said, man, I saw you in your element tonight, and I was like, man, I've got to fucking touch base with him.
I
Love that.
appreciate it. I appreciate
So,
it. And I
so
will say this. Um I did promote your channel,
well,
and
thank
I
you.
promoted your fan films. So I know it's not just you doing this channel anymore. So I promoted this channel along. I called it the obviously vman Vance Major Owen right here, and also Filk Ferret Productions.
Well, thank you.
So I know it's a like a dual channel type thing. So I did promote this channel, and I just want to say, you know what? Thank you, Vance, for everything you do in the fan film uh, type of niche. Us as Star Trek fans really appreciate what you do. We do. And thank you for having the people on that are associated in the fan film industry, as it's called. That's what I call it, the fan film industry, for doing what you guys do, and having the shows that they do here on this channel. So I thank you for that.
Well,
I
that's
don't
that's not,
I
well,
don't think
that's
it'd be
not
possible without you.
Well, that's the whole point of doing stuff. Like, I mean, like for me, um, I understand. Like, I'm never going to be that $30,000 mark. I'm never going to be that, million. I'm 42 years old. I work 60 hours a week. I put my pants on one leg at a time, like everyone else. Um, if I'm not doing this for the fun because I love to do it, if I'm not connecting with my friends, like, friends, whether it's, someone I talk to every other day or friends I haven't talked to in like 6 months at a time, um, what the hell am I doing this for? None of us are going to get rich off this shit. We do it because we love it, and what I heard tonight
Exactly.
on your show was that love, and
Exactly. I'm not doing it
it's
to get
infectious.
rich. I do it for the love, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's infectious, man. Like, and I dig that. Like when you get enthusiastic about something, like that gets me that gets me enthused, and then I'm like, man, what can I do to help that? What can I do to promote that? What can I do to, you know, and to me, that's what we should be doing. We should be promoting each other's show. We should be inviting each other on. Be like, hey, so real quick, how are we doing? Like, it should be one of those things where it's not uncommon to see me show up for a few minutes in your, chat, or you show up in my
And,
chat, or
and you
and
know
that.
what? That meant so much tonight, man. That meant so much. I can't even tell you how much it.
I like, sadly, if I, sadly, YouTube's algorithm, and you being YouTube, creator, you know all about that. Like,
Oh
they
yeah,
don't,
yeah,
they,
yeah.
if it's going to help your channel, they don't want you to do it.
No, they don't want. They don't want nothing to do with it. No.
No, no. But that, like I said, we should be doing, we should be doing those things, which is why I said, hey, I want to bring you on the channel, even if we talk for a half hour or so, just to catch up and promote your channel and talk about, what you've been up to and what your channel's all about, because I believe in that. I want to share, my fans with you. So for those people that don't know what Sci-Fi Nation is all about, Jay, what can you tell them about what you guys do over there on your
Oh,
channel?
okay. So the main thing is okay. There's okay. So I could tell you about the live shows, but I need more consistency in my live shows. Now, one of my live shows I need a lot more consistency is the morning show, and it's called the Morning Wake and Bake. Now, if you're thinking it means what you think it does, yes, it does, because I live in Michigan, and it's legal for the sticky icky where I live. Okay. Um, we also have the Tuesday night Tapped Out Tuesdays. That's where grab your beverage of choice. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, and just be your beverage of choice. We also have the original Thursday Night Throwdown. I know there's other channels out there with that, but I did put a tweet out there. You can look it up on my Twitter. I do have the original Thursday Night Throwdown. So that will be
And
coming back.
what is that exactly?
That's just a like an open panel. Just
Oh, okay.
we talk about issues of the week, and whoever's on a panel, their takes on it, and yeah, it's like a throwdown. It's just your opinions, blah blah blah. It's like the story of the week, whatever it might be at that time. Like, say for instance, this week Ego Moss goes under. What's going on with that type of thing? So, which that just already happened. So that's obviously not going to be next week's topic.
So over on your channel, you do basically kind of a lot of, kind of
um,
up for grabs,
like
very interactive with
live
your people.
panel things. Yeah, like Wednesday nights, I like to do, which I have to also bring back. I've been severely slacking, I should say. I'm a slacker. I've been slacking on my live streams. Like Wednesday nights, I have a show called Free to Play, Weird or Worth It, which is it's free to play. Is it weird or worth it. And I will go ahead and play the game on a live stream, and everybody in the chat has their say, and they can say either it's weird or it's worth it. It's basically what it is. So, and we've had quite a few good shows. If you go to my channel right now, there's a little clip from a game called Chair Simulator. You might have seen this, fans. Yeah. It's where, obviously we did a little red alert thing, and then it goes into the video, and the guy sits down in the electric chair, and I say, "Oh shit!" They got my sense of humor, type of thing, right? Because I'd have done the same thing, right?
Mm.
Yeah, basically he fries in the electric chair. So,
So not the best day for him then.
No, not the best day for the character in the game.
So you guys over there have just you really have a lot of interactive type stuff for your audience, is what it sounds like.
I love to interact with the audience. That's the whole thing for me, is interacting with the audience. To me, the thing is, if the audience is not interacting, what's the point of me being here?
Right. Yeah, that's been one of the fun things. Frank and I, Frank, he's my partner on the channel. He, him and I do a Friday night show where we review films. It's called Critical Not Cynical, where we watch a fan film, and then and we're interactive with our audience. We'll talk with them, or we'll watch a film, and then we'll invite the producer of the film on to kind of as we're critiquing it, we kind of give them rebuttal, and the audience kind of chimes in, and we let it go, kind of free for all with the audience there, but that's one of the things where there's a time and a place. There's a time where you can sit there and review stuff on your own, but man, I tell you, the real enjoyment of stuff is to interact with that audience,
having that real time
stream.
interaction. Yeah, you got to have that real time interaction. It's like,
it's so great.
Let me do a live stream. Let me get the audience here. Let me get their real time reaction.
There's times where I'll go on and I'll expect to do like maybe a 5-minute video just talking about something where it's like, okay, this is very strict, and I'll even say, hey guys, real quick video, and 45 minutes later I'm talking about I've jumped 13 subjects because the audience just guides it, that
absolutely. If you're just talking about a random live stream, absolutely, I can comprehend that completely, because one thing I like to say, and one of my other YouTuber friends like to say, is we are nothing without the chat, right? Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for the chat, we wouldn't do what we do. Right. The chat is a reason we do what we do. They're our audience. The chat is our audience, right?
Yeah. It almost, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but I think again, great minds think alike, and I think you're on that same level as I am. You and I don't look for 200 more subscribers. We look for how many people can come in the chat. If we can get, subscribers are great, but man, if we have a great chat.
But if we have a great chat, we got people listening to us, we got people interacting with us. Yeah. That's what counts. That's what counts to me. Yeah, if I gain a sub here or there, hey, great. If not, at least I can say I put on a great show, because somebody out there got something out of their day by tuning into me, and thank you for that. If you got
like 2 or 3 people that are just like, if you're on a random stream, you got 2, 3, 4 people just chiming back and forth with you, or you got them going back and forth, and then you're going back with them, and then they're going back, like, oh man, it's just like bing, 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 bing. Man, subs are great, but I feel like it's like tits on a nun. It's worthless.
I'd rather have people talking in the chat than getting subs.
Yeah. No, I agree. 100%. I mean, because to me, it's just a number. To me, that's a number that are probably going to ignore most of what I post. I'd rather have a live chat, because that means they cared enough to show up.
Exactly. They took time out of their day to show up to my dumbass stream. So, hey, thank you for doing that. That's all I'm saying. Thank you.
There's nothing more valuable than someone's time. And for me, like, money doesn't mean much. To me, time is where things are more important. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you only have a certain amount of that, man, and after it's gone, it's gone. That's where I feel. Yeah. Like I said, I felt like you were one of the ones that got that. Most people are like, "Oh no, I need that sub," or "I need the
I
need
don't I
the."
don't care if I gain a sub or I lose a sub. Did you show up? Did you have
Yeah,
fun? Were you in the
yeah,
chat? Did you have fun in the chat? Cool. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
yeah,
That's what
exactly.
that's what means a lot to me. Thank you. You took time out of your day to show up here. You had fun in the chat. Thank you.
Yeah, you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
no,
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
exactly it. Yeah, there's nothing better than the bonds of the people in that chat. Because again, it's one of those things where especially with the way the world is, and some people have really nowhere to go except online, and when they see, man, like-minded people, I'm going to go there. It makes you feel like $1,000,000, because it's like you're providing that for them.
It
It's
does,
it's a great family
and
environment.
it does. It really does. It makes us feel good. And a lot of times, even us as just YouTube content creators, um, I don't use my camera a lot, but I do. I have a TOS background with a green screen I can use. Vance has seen it, so he can attest to this. Um, you know, but you know what? Just the fact that you show up, even in the chat when we go live, and you say hi, that means the world to us.
Yeah,
Because you took time out of your day just to say, hey, I acknowledge you.
yeah,
And that means the world to us. At least to
uh,
me, at least to me, to any creator that appreciates the people that show up. If they don't say thank you, I don't know what's wrong with them, because thank you for showing up.
well, and that's the thing. A lot of creators, and I've been guilty of this because I'll be so engaged in the conversation I forget to go back to the chat. And that to me is, I want to say it's unforgivable, but it's understandable. Like we're human beings and we tend to forget. Sometimes. It's for me. It's like that dog chasing the car. You're like, oh, I want this. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want this. I want. But to me, it's like you should always, at least if you're at least put it up there on the screen, so at least they don't feel forgotten. Nothing sucks worse than seeing an active chat, but they never put it up on the screen. At least acknowledge what they say that way, so at least they see, hey, I'm up there. But I mean, yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, that's one thing
oh,
I've
go.
always said too. I know I'm a small channel, and I have no ambitions to become a big channel. And one thing I've always said is, even if I do become that big channel, which, trust me, I have no ambitions of becoming, but just say for argument's sake it happens, and I become this big time YouTuber channel, which, trust me, I have no intention of happening. But what if it does happen? I've always said, I don't want to forget my roots. I don't want to
Yeah,
forget where I came from. I don't want to forget the people that helped me get there.
yeah, yeah,
Because the minute you do that, you lose your foundations. And if you lose your foundations, you're nothing without your foundation.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. I'm
So,
glad. I'm real. Like I said, I'm glad. Uh, I'm glad I looked at your channel tonight. Like I said, YouTube's algorithm, it always shows, it shows what it wants to show. I don't know why it decides to show me, dinosaur chicken nugget commercials at, galore. I'm like, I don't even eat that. Like, what do you? I mean,
do
I'm
you
fat
get
enough as
dinosaur
it is.
chicken nuggets while you're working on it?
And like, I mean, I'm fat enough as it is. Why are you trying to give me more? Like, I feel like someone's trying to fatten me up for Thanksgiving turkey. Like what is going on here? Um, but when I saw you pop up, I was like, let me stop by and see what they're talking about. And I was so overjoyed seeing, the sock puppet guy. I was like, that is those are three guys that are in their elements, having a good time. Fucking A, man. That is cool. I dig that. And I had to reach out to you and be like, hey, come on my channel.
I
Let's
I
talk for a minute.
I love to have a good time, man. You know, I know I was in a bad spot the last time we talked before tonight. Um, Obviously, I'm not ashamed of it. I was in a bad spot back then. But thank you for checking it out tonight. That means a lot. It really does.
Yeah, man, I love you to death, man. I mean, like I said, I always saw that glimmer of light, man. I did, you know, I saw someone that wanted to bring other people together and just wanted to have, you know, like you said, a good time, you know, and being of that same mindset, you know, whether it's filming or whether it's streaming or whatever, you know, I saw that like-mindedness. So I'm glad to see you're where you're at and to see you you know, again, you before I even said anything, I sat there and watched for a minute, you know, like some you know, across the yard creeper, you know,
You're a
um,
lurker.
right? But seeing you in your element and hearing you, and I was like, wait, is that Jay? Is that? Oh, it is. That is.
Oh,
He
that
sounds
is
so
that
happy.
dude. Look at you.
Yeah, I was, you know, I was overjoyed because again, when someone's just happy and not, you know, not that fake happy shit, you know, just happy, you know, I was like, man, he's in a good spot. I'm very happy for him, you know. So, you know, kudos to you, man. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. I'm glad you found some people that lift you up. Sounds like, um, you know, I'm very happy for you. So that being said, um, real quick rundown, your shows, um, real quick for those that, what shows on what day do you got going on real quick again?
Okay, so on Tuesdays,
Mhm.
we're gonna get these now. The live streams I used to do, we're gonna get them going regularly again. So the morning shows are called the Morning Wake and Bake.
Okay. And what is that?
And that is just a morning show where we talk about weed related news. It is legal here in the state that I live in,
Okay.
also in other countries. So, yes, we do weed related news and we
Okay.
talk about just how it helps us. What does it do to help you personally? That type of thing. We'd like to have people on to discuss the benefits of it, how it benefits them in their life. Um, there's been a few episodes already of that, so please check those out. I'll put those in a playlist called Morning Wake and Bake, so you can check out just those episodes if you want to. Um, Also, Tuesday nights we have the Tuesday night Tapped Out Tuesday, which is just kind of a it's a whatever type of stream. Right? It's a hey, grab your beverage of choice type of thing. I don't care if it's coffee, tea, soda, water, whatever you drink. It ain't gotta be alcoholic. It ain't gonna be nothing like that.
Mhm.
So you know, because hey, even McDonald's uses stuff in a keg for Coca Cola. So just saying,
There you go.
right? So yeah, and Thursdays, the original Thursday night throwdown. Uh, well
Which is,
before any other Thursday night throwdown you heard of. Mine is the original. There is a tweet about it. Look it up on my Twitter.
which is
And
a just free for all.
yeah, yep, yep. So Thursday night throwdown is just hey, let's come up here, let's talk about some stuff, blah blah blah. Which okay, now I know what you're saying. Oh, so Jay, all you got is all of these live streams with all people gonna be up there. No, see, okay. Now here's the thing. I do have several streams where I only let certain people up,
Mhm.
and like you saw tonight, Vance, I only had certain people up there. It wasn't the whole live stream. It was only
Mhm.
certain people. So yes, I do certain streams. And thank you, by the way, to Captain Time Lord Spock. Uh, and I have to shout him out because he kind of saved me and I kind of saved him. We kind of saved each other. Uh, we kind of got each other in the right brain things, if that makes sense.
Right, frame of mind. Right.
Yep. Uh, because I was told by certain segments. If I was friends with him, they wouldn't be friends with me. Okay, bye. Sorry, no, you're not gonna
Wait,
ultimate
what?
it. Yeah, you're not gonna ultimatum to me who I can be friends with and who I can't.
What type of happy horse shit is that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
That's some wow. That's
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
wow.
Right, and he's
Well,
turned out to be one of my closest friends, and all is since I've fucking started this channel.
see, usually when people give that ultimatum, usually that's the sign of a toxic person,
Exactly.
toxic mindset, and those are usually the people that you need to avoid, whoever the fuck that person is.
Exactly. Exactly. And I said, well, you know what? All I got was one DM from somebody saying, have a nice life.
Mhm.
Bye. Bye. Nice on you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
then,
remain friends with the guy that had the Felix the cat up there that you were talking about earlier.
what's that?
And I remain friends with the guy that had the Felix the cat puppet.
Yeah. No, it seems like you made the right call because, like I said, you are a changed man, and I'm glad that I'm glad that you came through it, man. Because it is a blessing to hear you be this happy and clear minded, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't have its ups and downs. It obviously it did. I'm not gonna get into everything bad that happened or who it happened with. That's not me. None of that matters. What matters is I found out who is true and who is not. And one guy that is true is this guy right here, Vance.
No, I value your friendship, man. I really do. You I can't say enough good things about you. Um, I mean, bringing people together, it's easy to tear people down. Um, I mean, we've all gone through our fair share of shit, and I don't care who you are, but to bring people together even after we've gone through our fair share of shit, that takes that's a test of character. And like I said, I just saw the things that I tried to see in myself, and I saw that in you, and I, I'm really glad that you were here. I really am. I wish you were here in person. I'd buy you a burger, man. Because
I'd buy
I
you a
would, I
burger and a
would.
beer, man. I would. I'd be like,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's great because again, it's one of those things when you know, going back like maybe 12 or 13 years ago, I was very suicidal, and now I'm happiest I've ever been. I'm a father.
I
My
see
wife
that.
just made.
I see that with your videos, especially with your little boy, and that's so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, my wife just made it through. Like I spent a year and a half putting her through school, and she made it through her RN. Which was her dream.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where it's like, there was a point in time where I was so depressed all the time, and now I mean it's apples and oranges. I couldn't even imagine that person because that's not me. Um, and that's I feel I feel that, like I said, I feel that kindred spirit with you, man. I feel like you and I are at that same spot where it's like, yep, not even close to the
Not
same.
even close to where we were a year ago. No.
Yeah, no, no. But anyway, I have to head back to work here. But I do want to say to anyone watching, I will uh, click on the links description. I will have a link to Sci-Fi Nation's channel in the description. Go check him out. The guy, he straight up is one of the nicest people, friendliest people you'll ever meet. And you guys know I don't say that lightly, and I know a lot of people, but he is sincerely one of the most nicest people. And And if you say, hey, I really have something important to say, please, can we talk about it? He'll stop and he'll take the
Yes,
time to talk to you.
absolutely. Please message me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. Um, you can email me. If you go to my YouTube channel, all my links are always posted. Please get a hold of me. And if you can't, please ask Vance where to get a hold of me. He will tell you how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the things. Like it sucks being denied, and I think you and I both have that in common, is we both have been kind of shut down from people, and we both know what it's like. So if you ever want to just say, if you have something important to say, go talk to him. Say, hey, I kind of want to voice this. Can we talk about this? Dude'll talk to you about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put you down because you feel a certain way. No, that's not how I am. I
no,
want to hear how you feel.
no, and that's the thing that I love about you. Um, you discuss opposing points of views, and it's refreshing. Because these days, when you hear opposing points, most people, when you hear opposing points of views, it's, well, you're now my enemy. You are one of the very few people who are like, well, we'll agree to disagree, and you'll laugh it off, and
Right.
yeah, we're good to go.
Right.
And and that,
I want to have conversations. The last
yeah,
thing I want is an echo chamber. I want to have discussion. I
yes,
want to have what they call what do you call it? The discourse. I want discourse. I beg for discourse. Give me your
yeah,
discourse. Tell me why you think what you think. Let's
yeah.
talk about it.
Sadly, it's because of the toxic environment of social media, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. We've lost something, and I think that's like hearing your voice, whether it was a couple of years ago or now. Like, I can hear it in your voice that you honestly care about people.
I do.
um and I
I do.
think that,
I'm not saying we're always going to agree, but I do want
right,
to hear what they have to say about it.
yeah, and you can hear it in your voice. You know there needs to be more of that out there. I honestly, if you're listening to this, please go over to his channel. There is a link in the description. Please just click over there, subscribe, and if you see, sadly, YouTube screws over the notification stuff. So
It
click the bell for notification.
it
Just watch
does.
for a live stream.
It does. Advance without talking over you. I do want to put this out there though.
Sure.
9 times out of 10 of my live streams, you're gonna see me being a dink, maybe talking out of turn, but you're always gonna have a good time. People are gonna be having fun. Very rarely will you see people getting pissed off and leaving a stream. Very fucking rarely. Okay.
No.
Yes. Do we get into the territory of that's fucked? Yeah, probably a lot of times we get into that. But that's kind of about having a good time, ain't it? So we love to have a good time over here. So I'm just saying. Don't get discouraged though, please. If you have honest questions and you have an honest thing where you want to have an honest conversation about something that needs to be debated, please get a hold of me.
Yeah.
And we will have
Yeah.
that conversation in a
Absolutely.
serious way.
Yeah. So anybody, like I said, if you're listening, please click on the link below. Go subscribe. Watch a couple of his shows. Get a feel for him. Go watch a live stream. I guarantee it. Even if it's for a couple minutes, you won't be bored. Whether you're just watching or whether you're watching the chat, I guarantee both of them are going to be equally as entertaining, because you're like, what did I step into? I guarantee it. It is going to be fun. And I think that's the one thing you can describe his shows as, is fun. So with that being said, Jay, I want to thank you for coming on the show. As always, it's a pleasure. And bug me, please bug me often, because it is a joy to hear from you. And when you're doing something live stream, send me a link. I might stop by, I might
Well,
not. Just but
I would bug you something about something, Vance, but you already said you're in final filming, so.
well, I'm still associated with other people's films. So if you are interested, dude, let me know, and
Hey,
I'll gladly.
I am open. I still got my green screen. Let me know how I can help.
Absolutely. We will make it work because I'm a writer on Crossroads. I'm a producer on several others. We will make it happen in one way or another, sci-fi. We'll make it work. So that being said, Jay, thank you for coming on.
Thank
And
you,
everybody
Vance, for having me, buddy. I appreciate it.
absolutely. And everybody in the chat, be genuine, be safe, and keep on geeking on, guys.